All right, beautiful people. Week 5, day 5 questions. If you are in my advisory class and you have not made contact with me, please do so. We don't have to have a full-blown conversation. I just want to make sure you're doing all right. That way I can let everybody at the school know, Miss Pitchford knows that y'all good, okay? Just tell me that. Miss Salem, I'm good. Great, I am too. Okay? All right. Questions. Question number 1. According to the text, what is artificial selection most often called? Is it A, natural selection, B, evolution, C, selective breeding, or D, desirable traits? Go to paragraph 1 on page 513. I forgot to write down what paragraph. Pretty sure it's paragraph 1. I better check though. Yeah, paragraph 1, page 513. All right. Question number 2. What does the text describe? Does it describe A, experiments completed to analyze the differences and similarities between animals bred for certain traits and animals not bred for certain traits? Does it describe B, the attitudes of different societies to selective breeding? C, different examples of animals that have evolved through adaptation to their surroundings, or D, different examples of selective breeding and the impact of selective breeding on some animals. Number 3. The text explains that selective breeding involves breeding animals or plants for specific desirable traits. For example, humans bred different types of dogs to accomplish certain jobs. Farmers breed chickens for having more meat and laying greater amounts of eggs. Cattle are often selectively bred either for more meat or for more milk production. The text also notes that breeding animals for size and strength interferes with natural animal processes. Based on this information presented in the text, who benefits from the traits different animals are bred for? Is it A, humans breeding the animals? B, the animals being bred by the humans? C, both the humans breeding the animals and the animals being bred by the humans? Or D, animals not being bred by humans? Okay, who benefits? Question number 4. The author includes examples of broiler chickens whose legs can't support their bodies and dairy cows that burn out quickly. How do these examples support the author's statement that selective breeding comes with both benefits and drawbacks? Is it A, these examples highlight the benefits? These examples highlight the drawbacks? These examples highlight both the benefits and drawbacks? Or D, these examples highlight the benefits of natural selection? Question number 5. What is this passage mostly about? Is it A, breeding for tameability in dogs? B, the history of selective breeding from the Romans to today? C, the advantages and disadvantages of selective breeding? Or D, the problems associated with selective breeding in industrial farms? Okay, what is the whole passage mostly about? Question number 6. Read the following sentence. Even though people selectively breed to yield animals with desired traits, there are dangers to selective breeding. What does yield mean as used in this text? Does it mean to produce? B, to surrender? C, to endanger? Or D, not worth much money to remove? Okay? Use each of those choices in place of the word yield and see which one makes the most sense to you. All right? Number 7. Choose the answer that best completes the sentence below. Temple Grandin, an animal welfare advocate, notes that breeding animals for size and strength interferes with natural animal processes. Blank, breeding roosters for muscle can make them top-heavy and unsteady on their feet, interfering with their courtship dances. Okay, so which word or group of words makes the most sense? Is it A, for example, B, as a result, C, most importantly, or D, in contrast? Take each one of those and put it in the blank and then reread it and then choose the one that makes the most sense. If you need help, holler. Question number 8. It's down at the bottom. Give an example of a positive effect of selective breeding. Go to paragraph 3 on page 513 and paragraphs 3 and 4 on page 514, and that'll give you some examples. Question number 9. Give an example of a negative effect on selective breeding. If you go to paragraphs 5 through 7 on page 514, that'll give you some examples of some negative effects. And number 10, how can the author's view of selective breeding best be described? Use information from the text to support your answer. I felt the best paragraph that gave you information on the author's view was paragraph 8 on page 514. All right, if you guys need any help, give me a holler on the Google Classroom. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.